Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. So today I'm going to bring you a thank you card, and it's part of the Project Share blog hop. So that's me and Jill and Verity and Heather, and we're all hopping today in a blog hop, and we all make videos as well. So I just thought I'd do quite a simple thank you card, and I'm using Christmas DSP to make it. I like to show the versatility. So this is the Peaceful Prince DSP that's free in celebration with a £45 order. So we're in the last month of that, and so I have used this sheet for this card, and I'm going to make it again with this one, and I'm going to show you how a little bit of sort of clever cutting makes it go a long way. So I used the thank you from Sweet Ice Cream, really like that. And the dies I've used are from Stitch So Sweetly, all the way along there, so they layer nicely. And then for the outside one, I've used the largest one from the Scalloped Contours. Okay, so, and what I did to get the best use of my paper was I basically cut the one mat and then cut everything from that. So for this largest contour die, it is 4 inches by, it's about 5 1/4 there. I'm gonna sneeze. So I'm going to cut myself a rectangle. Gonna go down at 4. Just going to double check that that is enough. Yep. And we'll go down. Gone down to 5 1/2, just to be on the safe side. There we go. So for the DSP mat, we can cut that out of that rectangle there. And then using our Stitched So Sweetly, we are going to cut the second largest. Yep. So we can cut that out of the middle, so just out of the single pattern. So they're going to be die cut. And then we want some real red. So our panel of real red, just to fit around, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in half so that I've got a card mat for a future project. And we're going to cut this, so it was 4 inches wide, so we're going to go to 4 1/8. No, I think we did go to 4. I'm going to have to remind myself of how I cut it. Yes, I did cut it to 4 inches wide. That's why we've got a very small margin. And then I did it to 5 3/8. So we're going 4 inches wide. And then we're going to go to 5 3/8, and that big die will nest nicely on there. And then out of that, we're going to cut my 2 mats there, which is the biggest and the second smallest. So they're going to get cut out of that, like so. And then we're going to get a scrap of Whisper White, and I'm going to stamp my thank you, and then we'll die cut that out. So going for real red. I could have gone for Sahara Sand, but I wanted something bright. So on this one, although that's Sahara Sand, I went for Early Espresso, so that I'll be pushing it, so that it stood out a bit more. That was my thoughts. So yeah, going for that, and then that is cut out with the smallest one of these, and it just fits in. You get the tail of the T going over the stitches, but I don't mind that at all. So that's going to get cut down there. And then the card base, because this is American sizes, I'm going to trim it down. So normally for a C6 card, we cut it there at 5 7/8, but we're going to go to 5 1/2, which is the American sizes, so that it mats better. We are going to be slightly narrower because there's a 4 1/2, ours are only 4 1/4, but or 4 1/8, theirs is 4 1/4. But you don't really notice. It will work. So that's my card base. So I'm going to go and get my die cutting done. So there they are, all cut out. So now it's just a matter of layering them up on the card base. So this is a thick basic white. I think I said that. And one of the beauties about doing it this way is you can stick that up and the pattern flows, which is really nice. Then I remembered I had some real red ribbon. We've got the sheer ribbon and we've got the double stitched satin ribbon, and I thought I might add a bit of ribbon to this one. So it's either adding, not sure if there's a wrong or right way for that. Add in that one. There's a wrong and right way for that, that's for sure. Add in that one. I thought I'd just add it around that layer because this has got scallops on it. Or the sheer one. Never decide. I think maybe the sheer one, because you can then see the stripes still through it. Yeah, gonna go for a bit of sheer. Might even add a bit of bling. Don't know, because there's a little bit of a sort of shines a bit, I think. Right, so let's stick these down. So I think it's easier to stick them down to the card. I did do it differently on my on the brown one, and yeah, got into slight pickle. So this is easier. It was sort of judging the aperture, which I didn't do too well sometimes, and so I'd stuck glue where the hole was, so it didn't really work. So put this down. There we go. I do like a bit of, I'm not sticking that down, I'm going to stick this one down to that one. I do like a bit of saving on me paper and cardstock. There we go. And then we want to put the ribbon across the middle. So how are we doing? So it is basically 3 inches, so we want to go across at 1.5. So that's quite handy. So I'm going to put that down on my grid mat. Strip of stamp and seal. So we're going to go on the 1.5. There. Bring it round. Through to the 1.5. That should be straight and it should be in the middle. Now we need to double check that's the right way. Yep. So now I'll stick this down. Want to be as accurate as possible so the stripes match up as much as possible. Yep, liking that. And then these two can go on the top. And I chose to keep the other one completely flat, but I'm thinking I might pop this up on dimensionals. So I want to stick a bit under there. I was looking for my glue dots, can't find them, so I'm just gonna stick a bit of that to hold that in place. Put a couple of dimensionals on the back. Just suddenly had a thought there that I had stuck it upside down. I suppose it wouldn't have been a nightmare because there's not an up or a down way of that just yet. So popping these on, and I did have a thought of some real red gems. Now we sell real red gems, I don't have any, so I might just colour some gems with a real red blend, or I might leave it. I might actually leave it like that. So there we go, some nice Christmas paper, and I have created 2 thank you cards, being very frugal with my resources. So hope you like that. Quite simple project in the sense that it's just layering. If you haven't got dies, you could layer it by just cutting. But yeah, just as a different way of presenting a card. So hope you like that. Hope you will check out the blog, be linked down below, and go on the hop and see what other thank you things Verity, Heather and Jill have made, and do go and check out their videos as well. Okay, see you all again soon. Bye.